right, good evening everybody. Welcome to Old Town Quilt Shops live at 5-ish. I'm Stacy, and here is how you can shop with us 24/7 on our website, or you can send us an email or give us a call if you are lucky enough to live here on the Central Coast, or if you are visiting our wonderful state or beautiful coast. Here is where we're located at. You can come visit us. And these are our current hours, barring any natural disasters. So, yes, we are open again. We did have, some damage to the carpet, at least, from this last rainstorm. The water came up underneath and was under the carpet and soaked half of the shop. No product was lost, however, so that's the good thing. None of our product is on the floor, so that was all fine and and safe and everything. It was just the carpet. So today we froze our buns off because we had doors open and windows open, so we can air everything out. We had fans going the last couple of days. So thank you all for understanding about us not being open Monday and Tuesday, but we are back open, business as usual. We're hoping that the problem will get fixed. We shall find out next week when it rains again. So hopefully we won't be doing a repeat of this next week. So anyways, thank you all for your concern. We really appreciate it, but we're, back in business. It just might be cold for the next couple of days, so we can, get some fresh air in here and help those carpets really, get dry. So, all right. But in the meantime, we do have some new fabric and patterns to show you. So let's get to it. Alrighty, so this one is on the bright side, and you might remember that we had gotten 10-inch squares last week. My camera person is falling off the carpet here. So last week we had gotten the 10-inch squares, but this is from me and my sister designs for Moda Fabrics. So this is the main. There is another bolt coming. I don't know when it's coming, and I don't exactly know what it is. But these are main, so these would make good borders. So if you decide to do something with the 10-inch squares, either one of these, either with the white background or with the purple background, would make a really fun border. So here is the fabric, if you remember. So pretty little florals. It's got kind of a retro feel to it. I can't even begin to guess what we might have gotten. I don't know. I'll guess and be wrong, so I don't want to get your hopes up. But so that was the 10-inch squares. We'd gotten those, I think, last week. So these are the two that we got to go with it on the bright side. All right, and then we also have Old Glory by Moda. Now these are from Patriotic line, but none of them really say, none of them scream patriotic, except maybe the white on white. It is stars, which you can see there. So it is a, kind of the typical Moda, slightly off-white, not quite, maybe it's like ecru, or I don't know, it's not quite an ivory, just a slightly off-white, and then the stars, the tonal stars on there. And that same kind of off-white with kind of that deeper red and, I don't know, a grayed out blue and a gray, two different shades of gray dots on there. And then we have the kind of that grayed out blue background with the red, white, and blue dots, a little bit of gray in there as well. And then this fun geometric, it's that kind of grayed out blue again with the white on top of that. So, like I said, it is called Old Glory, which would be a patriotic a collection, but really none of it, screams patriotic. However, I believe we did put it in the patriotic area. So that's where you'll find Old Glory. Okay, that's it for fabric this week, but we did get a few other things. So we have the newest 3-yard quilt book from Fabric Cafe called Go Bold. So you can see she's got bold colors in there. So each of their books comes with 8 different patterns. So these are the ones for this one. So these are just showing off those kind of bold, bright, which of course we all love, those bright fabrics, or something with a larger print, or maybe something that you just don't want to cut up and, you want to be able to see more of it. So that's kind of what these are, is they have just, patterns that lend themselves more to some of those brighter colors and brighter fabrics that we so enjoy. This one definitely looks 3D. You know, they're just kind of fun. So anyways, this is the new Go Bold with 3-yard quilts from Fabric Cafe. And then we have these fancy schmancy, they're called Every Nook and Cranny cleaning tools from the Gypsy Quilter. So you may be familiar with the sewing machine cleaning tools that we have always called birthday candles. I think they're from Quilt in a Day, and they look like little tiny Q-tips. So what these are, they kind of remind me of like a mascara wand that's unused, of course, or like a teeny tiny little bottle brush. So they are made out of silicone and they are reusable. So you can wash them, you know, with just soap and water, or just, you know, rinse them out. But these will help you get all the little nooks and crannies in your machine, get all that lint out. So when you change your bobbin, you can clean around in there, and every, say, month or so, or after every project, at least every month or so, but definitely after every project, you should be taking off your throat plate. You know, that metal part where your feed dogs are, you should be taking that off and cleaning with these. Get all that lint and thread and everything out of there. So what's nice is that, you know, these are reusable, so you can clean and then rinse them and reuse them again, instead of the Q-tippy ones where it's kind of a one and done or two and done however many times. So we haven't tried them out yet, but we are excited to use them. So as soon as we use them, we will let you know how fantastic they are. Okay, and then we also have a bunch of new patterns from Sweet Tea Pattern Company. So we have used some of her patterns before. There's Mimosa, Spinning Crazy, those are some of the more recent ones. So this is Ballpark, and all of her patterns, most of her patterns, use a form of pre-cut. Most typically 10-inch squares and or fat quarters and or fat eighths. So a lot of them can be used, you know, with those, or you can use yardage. So like all of the prints in this one are fat quarters or fat eighths, and then it's yardage for all of the background pieces, which is pretty much how it is for all of these patterns. So this is Ballpark, and all of them come in sizes ranging from baby all the way up to a king size. So you've got a lot of options, you know, as far as customizing the size of these. So we have Ballpark, and then we have Flying Colors. So this is kind of a bear claw or bear paw type pattern up here. So this one uses Tula Pink, but it'd be great in Cafe, or, you know, really just any collection, or just picking, you know, just picking colors. They don't even have to have a print in them. It'd be fun in just colors, but we like how they use the stripes in here, and just gives you a really fun effect. And then we have Cruising Along. So there's a fun pinwheel, so it looks like it's big half square triangles with some pieces added to it. So, you know, nothing is very complicated. So if you're a beginner, maybe you've made a quilt or two, these probably wouldn't be super difficult for anyone. And a lot of these will use our very favorite tool, the folded corner clipper. This one probably, if it's half square triangles, then you're also using the block lock to trim them up. That would be a fantastic tool to have. And then we also have paving stones. And this one is kind of fun because I think on the other side shows the other colorway, which gives it an entirely different look. So in this one, you kind of see those friendship stars popping out, but on the cover, what you really see are these guys popping out. So, you know, a lot of it is color placement and how you do everything. You really don't see the colored friendship stars in here as much as you see the black and white. So color can change everything, just depending on where you put it. And I know that Ballpark has a coloring page included, so if you wanted to choose your colors, I imagine that probably all of the patterns also would have a coloring page. So it gives you an opportunity to kind of, you know, play with putting your colors on there. You can make a copy of that blank coloring page so that you could try out different colors and see what you like the best. So lots of options on those, but she has really good, clear instructions on the Sweet Tea Pattern Company, so we like her. Okay, so speaking of beginners, we do have the beginning class coming up. It starts on March 5th. This is a daytime class, and there is still room in here, so if you're interested in learning how to, you know, piece a quilt, or you just want to freshen up, maybe it's been a little while, or you just want to, you know, maybe you were self-taught and you want to learn the real way to do everything, this would be a great class for you to take. We've got the Bloomberg Runner also in March. This is a Monday, however, so just, you know, pay attention to that. Really sweet little runner. Lots of different color options. You can make it into a quilt if you're tired of making runners. You know, you just make more flowers. We're going to try it doing as a placemat. That'd be cute as a placemat as well. So, you know, definitely options with that one. And then we have the Shuffle Runner. So if you're coming out of the beginning class and you want to do something else beyond, you know, the quilt, the Shuffle Runner would be a great option for you. And also, again, if you are you have enough runners, nobody else in your family needs a runner, and you want to make a quilt, you just make more of the blocks and just make it, you know, make it bigger. But the runner, it's a runner and placemats, and that's what the pattern makes, and that's what you'll be making in class, because you just kind of make them all at the same time. So that's what we have coming up, and that one is in April. Okay, so that's where we're at. Don't forget, we are still in it's still time to vote for the By Annie contest. We are currently #1 in California, which is exciting by like a lot. So I'm pretty sure we have, knock on wood, California clinched. However, we'd like to up our standings in the overall. Last time I checked, we were, I think, at 23rd. It'd be great if we could be in top 20. We don't get anything for that. It's just, you know, it would be fun to be there. Since we were so far down last time, I think we were like 60 something. So it would be, you know, fun to have that. But we should win California, so that'll be really exciting, and that does get us something. And then also, this is the last few days. I think you have until Saturday to vote in the Santa Maria Times Best of 2024. And so all the links for both of these are in the newsletter. For the Best of, you can vote every single day. The By Annie one is just, it's one time per name and email. So once you voted, you know, once for that and said nice things about us, then that's the only time you get to do it. But for the Best of one, you can vote every single day until the end. So we hope to win that fabulous poster in our in our window, and just the knowledge that, you know, we're the best. So, all right. So if there's any questions, nothing, no concerns. Alrighty. So hopefully we will not be doing a repeat of the whole carpet thing next week. That is our goal. But otherwise, it is business as usual here in the shop. And we thank you so much for your support, and have a good evening.